Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mind Your Money. My name is Tasha. On this channel, we are documenting our journey. I'm documenting my family's journey to financial freedom while we build generational wealth. We talk about all things managing money, budgeting, saving, getting out of debt. And in today's video, we're going to be tracking our expenses for the last week. Now, we use our credit card, mostly the Quicksilver credit card, for all of our family purchases, household purchases, miscellaneous expenses, because we like to utilize the cashback rewards incentive for using the card. We always pay it off every single week. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to sit here in this budget by paycheck workbook, and I'm going to write down all of our transactions. I double check them to make sure they're accurate so that there's no fraudulent activity going on with our card. And also, I wasn't double charged or charged the wrong amount for things that we purchased. Okay. And the good thing about it is with Capital One, they give you rewards. So say you open a checking or a savings account, there's no minimum balance required. They don't do, it's really fairly easy to get in. And I have a video about that, of how to open and, create an account and name it and all of that. Then there is the Capital One credit card. So if you have Capital One credit cards, even if you don't, because I know some people don't like to use that, but you get so many benefits of being able to switch money from savings to checking. Of course, there is a number of maximum withdrawals you can make from a savings account to a checking account. But if you have multiple savings accounts, you can prioritize them and make them into sinking funds, or what we like to call purpose funds. So if you have one for car maintenance, or if you have one for auto insurance, or if you have medical insurance, or what have you, if you need to transfer money from one savings account to the checking account to pay a bill or to pay a credit card, it's very, very easy. So that's why I really like this system. There will be a link in my pinned comment, that you can sign up for Capital One if you like to, and you get a bonus. I also get a bonus, so it is mutually beneficial if you like to sign up and you haven't yet. So what I'm going to do, today I'm using a black Parkwood pen to write in our transactions. I have a blue Parkwood pen that I'm going to use to write my payments and the cash back on the side of the expense tracker. And then I have two highlighters, just two. Red pill, blue pill. No, green highlighter and blue highlighter. Blue is for all of our funds, anything that's coming from a purpose fund or a sinking fund. Green is what is unbudgeted. Okay. Now I took you guys' advice and I started adding more money to our miscellaneous fund. That is going to house everything for entertainment or just random expenses that come up. So we gave ourselves a budget of $200, and that's what's in that account. We're going to use some of that money to go ahead and pay for the fun things and just the things that popped up kind of at the last minute. That way, we're not dipping into the savings. So we did give ourselves a budget of $200, and let's see how we used it. Okay, so let's get into the transactions now. Now, Lyft, I had to take a Lyft on, I forgot which day it was, but it posted on the 11th. This is coming from the vehicle fund. And that's where we put money, everything related to transportation. So if it has to do with, we took a Lyft, we needed to put gas in the car, anything like that, it's going to come from here. And this is $8.81. And I think that was a little bit high from the location I was from where I was to where I need to go to, but that's neither here nor there. This is too late now. This was for travel. I'm going to call it travel. And it was $8.81, which would make our balance $8.81, because I keep a running total to make sure what Capital One is saying is absolutely right. And I always double check, you guys. So of course, if you're using an app like Uber or Lyft, make sure you check your app. And again, I have to stress this point a little bit. Using rewards apps like Fetch Rewards or Receipt Hog, once you snap a picture of your receipt, even if it's an e-receipt that's connected to your email, so whenever you get a receipt sent to your email, it will upload to the app. So you have a backup. Once you sign up and you give them permission to keep all your receipts so you can get the points, if you need to go back and see, wait a minute, what exactly did I buy and what was it? You can go back and check the apps if you don't keep your physical receipts with you. After, like me, after a week, I just throw them away. But if I've snapped the pictures already, they're going to be in my cell phone, or they're going to be well, pretty much in the app. So I always make sure to double check, which is again why I keep a running total, because we're talking about a credit card here. You can do the same thing when you're tracking your expenses from your debit account using your debit card. Make sure you know where your money is going. Okay, so you're not being overcharged. $8.81. The next one is Stop and Shop. And that was for some household items, actually. So that charge on 10/11 is coming from our household envelope, which again is digital. It's a savings account in Capital One. And that was for, I think, what did I buy? I bought some cleaning products, and I tried to stay under budget because I think we only had $20 or $23 at the time. And that charge was for $15.20. And when we add that to our total, we're at $24 and a penny so far. 24.01. Next is Amazon. And Amazon, there was a purchase for $17.62, and that's $17.62 on October 11th. Okay. So that was Amazon, and that is coming from our miscellaneous, which is actually budgeted. We put $200 aside just for things like this. At $17.62, and we're now at $41.63. And I hope you guys get to do this with me. I think it's nice when you have an accountability partner or a friend, somebody you can sit down and say, okay, let's do this. Because let's be honest, we don't always want to track our expenses, but it's really, really important. So if you have to get it done, do it with a friend. Do it while you drink a little coffee or tea or something nice that you would like to, and get it done. October 11th, also, there was another Amazon purchase for $3.99, and I can tell y'all right now, that was Prime. I ordered, I think it was Boss Baby or some movie I bought. I'll probably show you on the screen. I bought it for my little one, my 4-year-old. Like, he was just 3 not that long ago, like less than a month ago, and now he's 4. So 3-nager, 4-nager, I don't know, but he's very smart, he's very articulate, and I love him. So I bought him a movie, or rented a movie, and this was from Prime, and that is also coming from miscellaneous for $3.99. And when we add that to our balance, we're at $45.62 now. On October 11th, there was a purchase from the MTA. That $40 is coming from the savings, and that's savings 1. And if you have a partner, if you're married, you have a spouse, you have to make sure you both are on the same page. So you're talking about what expenses you need to make prior to making them. So at least the other person is not going to be caught off guard and say, well, what happened? What is this? What's going on? Especially if one person is, leading the charge this way and the other person has this set of responsibilities, but you still have to come together and know what's going on. So we made a plan already. This $40 is coming from savings 1, and that is for travel expenses. So you add that, we have $85.62 as our growing balance. All right, 10/12, GoDaddy came out. That's for my website, and that is going to be paid back. It's a tax write-off, so we have that is coming from savings 1 also. Still don't have it yet to pay it in full. I would love to just pay it annually, and that way you just have that one receipt so you can give to your tax person, and boom, make this easier. Okay, so this $32.65 for the website. And we add that to our growing balance. We're $118.27. And then What's next? Spectrum. And that's our, some people call it utility bill, but it's internet. I really don't put it in that category, but I see how that could be considered a utility nowadays, because we're in the 21st century and internet is like, you can't, nobody wants to be anywhere without having some access to the internet nowadays. Unless you're trying to refresh or something, but most times we're like, what's the Wi-Fi? 1013 Spectrum came out. That's coming from next month's bills because we already put that money aside for all of our bills. And Spectrum is doing better. They're doing better because they tried me. They tried me, but they lost. That's the internet. So they overcharged me for some items that I did not sign up for. And now instead of being $55 per month, my bill is $40 per month until they pay me back for basically charging me what they shouldn't have for almost a year. And this is why it's important to check your bills, check your invoices, check your email, everything that comes in, make sure, because these companies will try it. So now we're at 158.26. And I'm glad I know exactly where it's coming from. So we have finished this page and we're moving to a brand new page. 1013 is the next charge for overstock.com. We had to buy some furniture. This chair that I'm sitting in, it actually provides lumbar support and it has a massager attached to it, which is great. 1013, this is coming from the savings one. Again, this is one purchase that we planned ahead of time. We said it has to come from here because we needed a new chair. And it's long overdue because I've been working from home since March of 2020 and I'm now getting a better chair. So it's what it is. But I'm thankful because we took the time to make the decision before just going on the fly and charging it. Same thing if you weren't charging it, if you just had extra cash in your account cushion or your buffer, you don't just spend it willy-nilly. You have to make sure this is the right purchase and you're doing it where it's going to help you. I went through Rakuten first and I found, I think, a 5% cashback, which is amazing from Overstock. So Rakuten is going to pay me for this purchase. Capital One Quicksilver is going to pay me for this purchase. And because I got an e-receipt, Fetch Rewards is going to pay me for this purchase, and Receipt Hall. All of those companies are in my description box. So savings one, this is for overstock.com. And this was for the chair, just a really great chair. And the charge was $182.01. And when we add that to our growing balance, we're at $340.27, $340.27. Then we have Etsy. I made a purchase. I was trying not to, but look at all the cute stuff I got. Look at it. I had to, I just had to. So Etsy is coming from miscellaneous because again, we set the money aside. So this is coming from there. And it was a few different shops. I think 3 shops that I ordered from, but you'll see it on the screen. And that was for $46.01. It was for budget and planning stuff, you know, stickers and things to help keep me organized and make the budgeting fun, make it fun. It's fun for me anyway because of the numbers, but you know, you want to add a little decor and stuff like that sometimes just to keep it interesting. $386.28 is our growing balance after we applied Etsy. And then on the 15th, another Amazon purchase for $70.44. That's coming from miscellaneous also. So just a few different things that we bought for the house, again, concerning fall, trying to, you know, change up a few things because it's important to make sure, you know, you create a better space. And I thank God for my husband starting that trend, but I want to make sure we're not spending too much money where it's just like, okay, just buy all the things, like make it calculated and do it in steps, because I am a natural saver. I will put that money to the side and want to keep it there, but it's okay to spend as long as you do it in a responsible way. I hope that makes sense. $70.40 for some multiple things we just purchased. And when we add that to our still growing balance, $456.72. So we're almost done. Okay, that was 10:15. And then 16:32, again on Amazon, that was on the 16th. It posted, which was yesterday, Saturday. I have to say Saturday because you're seeing this on Wednesday. So Saturday, October 16th, there was another Amazon purchase, and that's coming from miscellaneous. And it was not that much. And again, some more planner things that I bought. I needed to put some more, get some more things for my book. My child was under my desk. 16:32. I bought some Happy Planner mini half sheets. And that was $16.32. I had to say that 3 times. $16.32. Now we're at $473.04. And the last charge is for Stop and Shop grocery store, and that is coming from household. This was at Stop and Shop, and of course I bought some more additional cleaning products and some Lysol spray, and that was $13.18. We add that, we should end with the balance of, what was it, $486.22. So let's add the $13.18, and that's right, $486.22. I'm so glad that it was right. All right, so now we are going to turn on the overhead so we can look at all of the expenses that we've had and make our payments, decide how we're going to split up our payments. So I'm going to show you guys what we are doing today. Okay, you guys, so here is what we're doing. I'm going to pull you down. We have, this is Transfer Tuesday. I don't want you to see what I'm planning because I plan in my book. Okay, so this is a little bit messy, but next month's bills is getting $39.99. So miscellaneous is getting $154.38. Vehicle fund, so we're going to pay $8.81. Household, we're going to pay $28.38. And the savings, we're going to pay $254.66. Okay, so with these payments that we're making, okay, we have a maximum of 3 payments that we can make in one day with Capital One. So this video is going to span across 2 days because on Sunday, October 17th, I'm going to make 3 of the larger payments. And then on Monday, October 18th, I'm going to record this video. I'm going to finish recording the video and I'm going to make the remaining 2 payments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So 3 payments are going to be made right now and 2 payments are going to be made to close off the video because I do not want to leave it with a balance. And I'm not going to transfer money because there were so many little charges here. I just want to wipe it out one time. So the payments that we're going to make today is going to be the one from the savings because that's the larger payment, $254.66. And then the next largest is going to be from miscellaneous for $154.38. So we're going to make this payment savings first. 2 is going to come from miscellaneous, and the next largest is next month's bills, and we'll make that payment today. And on Monday, I'll make the payments from the vehicle fund and from household. So let's go ahead and make these payments right now. And we're making the first payment, which is $254.66. So we're scheduling that payment. There's a caution here. It says you are scheduling a payment before the end of your current billing period. This payment will reduce your balance, but will not apply to next billing period's minimum payment. We're going to zero it out. So submit. And thanks for your payment. Your available credit has been updated. It normally takes 3 days. It'll be posted by Tuesday. So I'll close this. And next we're going to make The next largest payment, which is $154.38, get this out. And of course, that is coming from miscellaneous, and miscellaneous again is what we pre-planned. Okay, submit payment. There we go. Thanks for your payment. Your available credit typically updates within 1 to 2 days. Okay, $39.99, and we're making that payment from next month's bills. So submit payment, and thanks for your payment. Your available credit typically updates within 1 to 2 days, and it will be done by Tuesday. We are going to make our next payment tomorrow. If not, it'll be Tuesday, but the video will pause here, and then I'll come back to make the payment from vehicle fund and from household, because I want to zero this out before we fully get into the week. So we made three payments, and I'm going to write them in because I need to be sure that I have a record. I write it down. That's what makes it real. That's what makes it actual. So the 3 payments that we made, the first payment came from Savings One, and that was the payment for $254.66, or 86.22 minus 254.66, which is 231.56. Then on 10/17, we made a payment from miscellaneous. It's gonna be blue, y'all. Payment. And that payment was for $154.38. Track that 154.38, and now you're at 77.18. That's really good. Okay. Third payment came from next month's bills, and that was a payment for $39.99. I believe that payment should be $39.99 all the way through March, but we shall see. $37.19 is the remaining balance. That $37.19, we're going to make that payment on Monday, and that's how the video will continue. So I will be back. Good morning, everyone. It's the next day. We are going to finish what we started yesterday. Obviously you don't know that because you're watching the video, but I have to log on to Capital One now and make sure that the other payments, or at least one of them, posted so I can make the next 2 payments. So we have 2 payments to make today, the vehicle fund and the household. This is a whole different thing for me. It takes me 2 days to film one video, which is very different. So forgive me if it seemed like I just jumped immediately from one segment to the next, because it is the very next day. It is early. It's 7:06, and I'm drinking coffee. Your budget, your money is important. Okay, I know a lot of people see this video. Some of you who I know who comment are already on a journey to becoming better financially, to deal with all the things in your life that are connected to your money and make sure you're managing it well. So you already have systems in place. This is a source of encouragement and hopefully inspiration for you, and also extra inspiration for people who don't budget their money, who have no idea where to start, who feel overwhelmed, who feel like there's too much going on for them to sort it out. You can do it. It takes some effort and it takes a little time, but you can do it. So this is what I want to show you, okay? So I'm going to jump back into the Budget by Paycheck workbook. We already wrote down all of the charges. We're just going to write down the payments because this is how we track it. If you do something like use a fun highlighter or share it with a friend, it could become more, it could be less strenuous and more exciting because you're actually seeing what your money is doing. And if you see that you're repeating some things that are different or not right, I want to say, or maybe you're overspending in an area, when you start tracking, you see that, then you can start to make changes slowly. And then you'll start to see more money coming back into your budget. You'll start seeing more money in your accounts because you'll realize, oh, I'm spending too much in Dunkin' Donuts every week. Maybe I need to cut this down. Or you find ways to get your Dunkin' for free, like downloading the Fetch Rewards app. The Fetch Rewards app is very simple, very easy to use. You gain points just by snapping photos of your receipts. Now, I'm making this video a little bit longer than I thought it would be, but this is really easy. Here is my Fetch Rewards app, okay? If the camera would focus in on it. We have 25,808 points just for scanning receipts. You can even scan e-receipts. If you see right there, 25 points for shopping, okay? Online, in store. This is the Amazon receipt. I purchased something from Amazon and I got points, 25 points just for shopping on Amazon. All I did was connect my email to this, and this shows you the date, the amount. That is not privacy issue, but look, just for scanning your receipts. Now, can you imagine, you get these receipts and then you have the opportunity to get gift cards. So you can get gift cards. Look right here. Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts. You understand? Just by spending. So if you scan your grocery receipts, because you need to buy groceries every week, and you decide to scan those receipts and you get points for them, you can use those points to convert into gift cards. And there you have it. Your Dunkin' is resolved. Find these ways to plug up those holes in your budget where money is kind of just draining out. I'm telling you, it's very important. And thank you to those who are still watching this part of the video, because I know it is a little bit longer, but this is the reality of doing a budget. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes. And the extra talking is just to help those who are watching so you can understand what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, a method to the madness, so to speak. There is a method. There is a reason why we take this time every week to go through this. And it's just one day a week. It's not every day, it's just one day a week. And if you watch your budget, you watch your accounts, you manage your credit card usage or your debit card usage once every day, just a couple minutes to look and see, what did I spend my money on? It makes it so much easier when you sit down on one day every week and you look through all of your transactions, you make sure they're all correct, you go through all of your receipts, and don't forget to download Fetch, because my code is in the description box so you can get 2,000 points immediately. That puts you closer and closer to your first $5 gift card. Make sure you do this. Sit down and do it. It is eye-opening. It has been eye-opening for me and for my family, because we are seeing where we're spending. I wouldn't have known, even if I didn't share it with my community and have such awesome people tell me, you know, you need an entertainment category. You're spending a lot on Prime Videos and doing these other little things. You're absolutely right. And I took your advice. That's how the community works. Sometimes just watching somebody doing their own personal budget or own personal exercise, or cooking or cleaning inspiration. This is why these videos exist, because someone is going to get to see it and say, you know what, I watched this person. I watched Tasha do her expense tracking on camera, and I noticed something that could help me with my budget. Expense tracking is an important part of budgeting. You can't skip it because you feel like it's too tedious. I did too much spending. Well, maybe you have to figure out if you really are doing too much spending and if you need to scale back on some things or cut back. When I say scale back, I mean cut back, cut some things out so you can actually reach your goals. And sometimes if you don't take a hard look at your finances, you're not even sure what your goal or goals would be. And you may find one and say, you know what, I really want to save for a beautiful Disney vacation, and not just a simple $1,000. Like, I want to make it grand. I want to have such an awesome experience with my children or my grandchildren. That's a financial goal. That's something that you can push towards, but you're going to have to look to see where you're spending your money now so you know how to save up for it. Don't put all of it on a credit card just for points, just for travel rewards, just for free flights, just for free ticket entry, because if you don't know how you're going to pay that credit card back, then you're doing it wrong. So take it step by step. Let me get into the second part of the video. Sorry, I went on that rant. Okay, hold on. Okay, issue with this is it's still not letting me make a payment on Monday. So yeah, it says you already have 3 pending payments. They're not posted yet. So I'm going to end this video here because honestly, with all the things that I have going on, this is not going to work. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to end the video here. I have 2 more payments to make, vehicle fund and household. Should I be able to make them? And I'll add the screenshots in so you guys can see that I did make the payments in full. I don't want there to be any, I don't want the balance to carry over to the next week. I really want to get that 0 balance at the end of each expense tracking session, every budget session that I do on Sunday. I want to bring it to 0. So this is a bit out of the normal for me. And I like to, my mind is like, can we bring this to completion? Can we finish this? We are going to finish it, just not at the time I thought I would be able to. So the balance is still $37.19. We have a balance of $37.19, okay? That $37.19 is the $881 from the vehicle fund and the $28.38 from there. I realize, and some of you may already be thinking this, so I know that why didn't I just transfer the money from those different funds to the main checking account and then just pay the bill one time? It's because those things really throw me off. I want to see exactly what the charge was and when the payment was made. These charges fit in this category. So when I'm looking back, I'm not confusing myself. I know it seems really easy and it might seem tedious, but there are reasons behind it. Some of the charges are business expenses. So when it's coming from that savings, it's because the business is not bringing in a great profit. We're not drawing any money right now from the business. So what that means is we're not taking a pay. We're trying to let the business savings grow, make sure we put enough aside for taxes, and we give, because we give off of the top first. And then once the savings is built up enough, the business savings, then we can stop using our personal money to pay for business expenses and let the business pay for itself. But those things have to be separate for me because I have to keep a good record. I don't want any trouble with the IRS at all. So I need to keep separate records. Same thing with the other categories. If we give ourselves $200 for miscellaneous, I need to know where that money was actually spent to see, is that enough? Should we increase it? Do we decrease it? How often do we give ourselves the money? Because, should it be $200 per month? Should it be $200 every 2 weeks? I have to track it that way. It doesn't take a long time, you guys. It really doesn't. You just have to make the effort to do it. Budgeting is about changing your mindset. Expense tracking, cash envelope stuffing, paying bills, getting 1 month ahead, getting out of debt, all of that is a mindset shift. It's not just about the numbers in the book. It's not just about having, the cute planners and things like that. Those are added bonuses to help keep you motivated, but your mindset needs to change in order to make this happen. Now, it's really hard for me, again, to not be zeroing out the balance at the end of this video, but this is real life, okay? This is real life budgeting. The system won't allow me to make more than 3 payments, and I did it the way it's comfortable for me. If you feel more comfortable with just sending all the money to one checking account and paying it off, that's fine if you can track it in a way that makes sense to you. But this is the way that makes sense to me. Maybe it'll change in the future, especially after we were able to pay business expenses from the business savings or the business credit card instead of our personal one. Granted that all the business ventures start to generate a profit that we can actually pay ourselves from, and that way it won't be difficult to manage. Not even difficult, just having to take the little extra steps. So I hope that you enjoyed this video enough to give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and listening to me rant a little bit. And I hope you have the most amazing week. And you are so far, because you'll be seeing this on Wednesday. And remember to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives abundantly. Thanks so much for being here. Bye for now.